Welcome back to beta 1.7.3 with me here again. Yes, it's been 5 months and well, thankfully our universe works in some interesting and sometimes unexplainable ways. As soon as I decided to make a video saying that, oh well, this world was lost, this happened, so I guess we can return to doing whatever we were doing here 5 months ago, which is, well, it's a little, I keep mashing the keys, there you go. It's a little bit far, so I need to remember what exactly my plans were. If I recall correctly, I wanted to make a railway to go from here to spawn, and then from here and spawn all the way over to there. See that tree there? Despite this being my house right now and everything, I actually ventured there just today, and that area is very pretty. So I think that I'm going to make a more, let's say, grandiose or maybe permanent. I mean, this is also permanent, nothing here is temporary. Remember, grandiose days over there. But this is not what we're doing in this episode. In this episode, I'm going to make a lighthouse, just as a beacon that shows that I am back and stuff like that. You can get the quote-unquote deep meaning of it yourself. So the plan is simple, and this episode should be short, not like 30 minutes. I'm aiming for around 10 to 20. And while I'm in this incredibly foggy weather, I think we can go begin gathering resources and also share some things. Let's go. Oh. Dang it, this did not work out. When I came here, this chunk was not loaded, and I just saw this floating tree, so I thought, I'm gonna pull a bit of a joke. Make a hero grind thing. As if, oh no, how did this happen? Tree without a chunk. Did hero grind go here? No, as soon as I press record, it just pops back in. That doesn't work. Anyways, I am here to collect a little bit of birch. And while am I... Oh. That's interesting. Wait. Oh, did my achievements not... Huh. That's cool, I guess. Achievements reset. Well, I didn't have too many anyways. So, what I was talking about was that in the I've been not here for 5 months. Okay, I don't think this works like this. And the first thing you might notice if you watched any of the previous videos, it's an oak sapling. Ah, okay. You could notice that I was using a controller. Well, not anymore. As you can see, I'm using a mouse because, well, my dad for some reason bought this random Chinese gaming mouse, which is not that pretty or comfortable, and then he just gave it to me. So I guess I didn't need to buy a mouse. So that's a thing. Also, a thing about me is that I use right click to break blocks, left click to place blocks, and if you don't know, in beta options, controls, you don't have any setting to change that. So I had to write mod that would do that for me. And I've seen like a lot of requests for something like that. And well, there's two things. First of all, I'm stupid because I have a whole tree farm, but because it's obstructed by my patch of trees, I forgot it existed. And a second thing is, nobody but me, I who was the first, made a mod for that and made it public. Two things. So yeah, I made a mod. It's called Swappify, the most generic name possible, and it's on Planet Minecraft. I'll link it in the description if anybody has the same issue as me. You can use it. And right now, I'm going to go back to my house because I forgot that I have a tree farm. Moving on, you could notice that I didn't play in this world for a while because I couldn't. And most of you probably don't know why I couldn't play in this world. It's because the laptop that I'm using, a thing in it burned, probably because of a what's called a surge. I think that's what it's called. A thing in the electrical system that happens. I'm not getting any, a lot. No. So I had to buy a power dongle thingy that's protected against that. And well, I have recorded a video saying like, oh no, I guess that all is lost. I'll have to do a new one. And guess what? As soon as I do that, the laptop come back from the repair shop for honestly less money than we expected. So that's a good thing. But it came back. So I guess I just had to remove that video from the channel. It got 10 views. Nobody knows about that anyways. So yeah, and that's the magic power of our universe. The weird force that makes things happen. I mean, I think what could I call this? Because I would even call this an quote-unquote law in the universe. But maybe like something like the action law or something. Because what it entails is, as long as you sit there and don't do anything, the thing that you were waiting for will not happen. As soon as you try to do something that would go against the thing that you were expecting, it'll happen instantly. So let me come with an example. Let's say that you are waiting for a bus to go to a different town to meet your friend, and then you come to the bus stop like a few minutes before the bus, and you sit there for like 20 minutes, or not 20 minutes, like 10 minutes, and the bus doesn't come. You like check the online map or something and see like, oh well, it has come 1.5 hours ago, and then you sit there thinking, oh well, I guess I'm going to wait for a bus for another 2 hours. And you wait, nothing happens. But then you think, I should probably inform my friend that I will not be able to come at the time. Right, so we were not distinguished. I keep forgetting words today. Anyways, at the time, so you text saying, oh well, the bus is weird and you can't rely on buses here. That's very sad and annoying. And then as soon as you text that, as soon as you send the message, you can see the bus just at the end of the street arriving. And you're like, oh yeah, the universe works in mysterious ways. Because if you could notice, that's what happened to me. Like 2 weeks ago when I was meeting Sean. You know, by the way, Sean was in that video, in the one that I removed because it serves no purpose anymore. What was also included in that video was a clip of me and him being on this interesting server called Minecraft Online. If you know what it is, then you're amazing, and if you don't, you can Google it. I don't think I have time Let me check. No, I do not have time to explain to you what Minecraft Online is. So you can just go to minecraftonline.com and check what the server is, but judging by the name you can see that it's not a particularly new server. And that's kind of the point. It's one of the debatably. It's definitely one of the oldest, but we don't know if it is the oldest server in Minecraft with an unchanging map. Oh, yeah, I think unchanging map is definite, but I'm not sure about the oldest one. That's the thing, and I've been spending some time there and been making a city, and recently I've been helping out a guy to build a railway because there's a separate railway company competing with the mainstream one. That's a whole lot of things happening, and I'm just giving you a small breakdown or like a tiny hint, gist of what's happening there. If you're interested, I keep pressing F. If you're interested, I could make a video on this, but for now, I guess I'll keep chopping trees, or more like chopping than waiting for them. Actually, what I could do in the meantime is go get some wool, because I need both 4 stacks of birch and 4 stacks of wool. Let me get some shears. You know, I just remembered something, or I remembered to mention something, because I'm not just, but quite recently mentioned mods, and I made a mod for this version. Oh, you can't throw these. That's... Oh. You throw them with a different button. Okay. Also, they can't regenerate, so I guess killing them is a thing. So, what I was meant to say that is, I started this pretty vanilla. Or like, just vanilla. With obviously Optifine and things like that. But now I've added mouse tweaks. Because, honestly, I mean, I still can't do a bunch of things that you can do usually, but this is much easier. And now just remember that things like breaking stairs or fences doesn't work properly. So I think, or I'm pretty sure I'm going to go and add mods that fix that as well. You see, a beautiful thing about beta is that mobs just respawn. Like, they're not permanent, which means that even if I kill off all the sheep in this area, they'll just come back. Oh look, I didn't know there was a lava pool, but this is kind of cool. This is I like this area. Oh, a cave. Well, I probably don't want to go in there. Wait, I have a question. Oh, I forgot to switch it from peaceful. Well, that doesn't matter because I've been skipping the night anyways. So I've been skipping the night anyways, but now if I go into caves or a different night happens, because it's going to happen quite soon. We're going to get some mobs, and it's going to be pretty dangerous. That's why torches and the food are here. Because I have prepared for this. I just forgot that I had peaceful on. I forgot that the night is very dark. And that I probably won't get any sheep spawning at night, so... let me just raise my screen brightness, which is already at maximum, so I can barely see anything anyways. And I just realized how fast creepers are. Imagine if a mod of mine just makes them faster than usual. That would be incredible. What's that? Oh. Oh, I didn't even notice him. Well, I guess he's not getting me. That's half a sack of wool, and I think this will take a really long time. Also, squids. I'm currently trying to make a squid farm on that server, and well, it takes some effort, I'm gonna say that. Oh, look, a skeleton. And there's no shields, no nothing in this version, so... Fine. That sound did not have to terrify me like that. There was no... Why are there so many creepers around this place? Excusez-moi? You did not have to make it so dangerous or so destructive around the place that I built. That's absurd. Anyways, I guess I'll go sleep and continue doing the whole sheep and tree thing, and I'll see you when I get the resources, and we'll build a lighthouse together. You know, I would be lying if I said that I didn't notice you or something. I, in fact, have noticed you and knew you've been there all along. And I have also two things to say. First of all, this took way longer than this. Kind of makes sense, but also I didn't expect that to be such a difference. Second of all, you may be questioning, how did you get that awesome cinematic third-person shot? That's because I've used fabric on beta 7.3 and a few mods on it. You also saw the pretty sky, which I don't have here, but there it looks cool, and I could turn off focusing and pause, which let me make that. So I guess time-lapse starting now, which I literally complained about last episode, how I just could not get it to work. Well, now I have it, so that's cool. And yeah, as you can see, all of this is here, and I've just terraformed this small little hillock. I think it's a hillock. Give it a bit of a... You can call this a cliff or something. Just so I can put the lighthouse on it, and if we notice, it's going to be right here. Actually, why don't I lay out how exactly it's going to look? Which it's pretty simple. It has 4 repeating sides, and actually, no, I don't use dirt. Why would I use dirt? Oh god, I have to... You see, I have to now imagine the pattern and visualize it properly. I'll just do it like this for now, just so you can see how this is supposed to look. And this is going to be the shape, basically. Now if I'm going to define the spiral, which it's going to be like this, anti-clockwise, well, then I can see where and how these are going to be working. Cool. So this is going to be the lighthouse. I'm going to stretch up all the way up to the clouds. I actually wonder how will it look like on the recam accounts, because oh yeah, I didn't say this, but I use this very old and it's kind of obsolete nowadays because of replay mod method of recording third-person video. I'm just using an alt account on a server, and also the server is peaceful. It's just so we don't get killed, because you know, managing two accounts at the same time, especially in an environment like this, is kind of difficult. And this also makes me regen when I fall, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It would be nice if I could think of it as a good thing, but you know, that's kind of lame. We don't have any punishment for that. Yeah, so this is a local. Anyways, this is a local server, and I guess I just showed you how we'll be building this. Again, this little pattern spiraling, which is 4 blocks tall, going around, I think somewhere until cloud level. And I think I might even be able to make a bit of a time lapse now. Yeah, I'll just let you watch that. Have fun. Well, that was short and sweet. So yeah, we now have the tower built, and I even have the water, just so that I can get up. Also, I noticed a thing that for using items like food or buckets, I didn't fix it. I still need to use right click instead of left click. So I guess I will just have to fix the mod and upload a new version of it. For now, what I need to do is get some blocks and build the top of the beacon, or I mean lighthouse. Like I already told you the thing with lighthouse beacon. Let me just go get things and we'll continue building it, but this time not in a time-lapse mode, but more together. Well, I have the materials now and I'm on top of the tower. If you look at my inventory, you see I have a bunch of glass, wood, glowstone for the lighthouse light itself, and a bunch of coal. Now, this lighthouse, as I said earlier, is kind of a replica, more like an adaptation of a design by Gemini Tay, just in beta. And I think the whole birch and wolf thing worked out pretty nicely, so now I can move on to the thing itself. I think I'll start with the beams first, and then have the little, the little walkway on the outside that beacons usually have. Yeah. Actually, when I say it's based on Gem's design, what I mean is the shape of the tower. It's, as you can see, it doesn't expand, it's just a tube. And the colors. I just like the colors, that's really it. So yeah. And I'm just debating whether I should raise this one block or not. I think that I'm not sure. I'm really just not sure. I think I will. I think I will raise this by one block. Just so I can put an extra layer of floor here. Because this, despite this looking like nice and pretty, this will be the ceiling of that. And this is temporary because I forgot to bring enough stone. There is not a lot in the first place. Anyways, this will be the base for the beacon. I keep saying beacon, what I mean is the light of the lighthouse. What I'll have here is a big glass window on each side, and next to the window I want to have trapdoors. That's a bummer. Can you really not place trapdoors against glass? Like you can against this, but not against glass. And also there. Oh gosh, where was it? Oh, it was certainly somewhere. Aha. This is just mod conflicting. Because I have an annoyance fix where you can middle click blocks out of the inventory, but the server is vanilla, so it just doesn't like it. I'm debating my choice. It's fine. Now I need to build up. Now we can just do this and have the glass window. The real question is, do we have a door that leads out? I would like to have one, but due to the way it is, I wanted to have it on the outside, but I guess I'll have to have it on the inside. Just so you have this little step. Oh well. That's annoying. Now that's perfect, and I need one for their tip of the roof. Also, I don't know why the server doesn't like me breaking the crafting table, but it does. It just is this way, and it's weird, and I don't really enjoy it being like this. Now the real challenge is to get rid of all of the scaffolding. I imagine that most of these clips will be cut out because I'm just rambling, and most of this is not in any way interesting. Okay, it broke at an almost perfect time. Well, this is not complete. I guess it's time to build the roof, which, well, also shouldn't be too difficult. I think I'm going to use water pillar because I have shears. Now the idea for this was, and I feel like I don't have enough stone slabs for this. Just put like this. Cool. I like this. And, are there any wool blocks anywhere? No. For some reason I cannot pick up these slabs. I think there might be just client side. Oh no, actually no, they're not. I looked at the other one. See, I just doesn't work. That's a bit weird. Well, it doesn't matter. I will just get back down if I find which way. This way, this way. Well, there I am, on the inside. There is no way down, actually. And there is no beacon. I mean, is this a beacon? Is the... Actually, I am now wondering, could you call this thing inside of a lighthouse a beacon? I don't know, I guess I'll just go into places. I think that this looks like a nice light for a lighthouse. Okay. And then a third one, and we have something cool here. How lucky am I that I got rain here like this? Isn't that awesome? Well, isn't that delightful? Almost a beacon again. The lighthouse is done. As you can see, I've added some windows, added a rim there, and changed some things there. Well, first of all, I'd like to show you the staircase that I made. It's very bare bones, not very pretty, but I have these windows here, and it goes all the way to the very top of the lighthouse, where we can, well, get outside and look. Oh, almost forgot. We're using the door that I put there. Get up. We can go and look around and see this whole area. Now I changed the what do you call them, trapdoors. There they are in my inventory. These slabs, because without them it just kind of felt there was not enough mass here, so it felt like it was a tube with a bunch of glass sticking out at the end, not anything proper. That's also the reason why I've added some, you can see it, shadows there, using gravel and wood. Taking a look from the outside though, specifically my house, you can see that the roof is now also different. Instead of having the, if I can show it to you with zoom, one that goes like this, where it's indented, instead of have a more spherical one, more like a traditional one instead. Because that one also felt like it didn't have enough mass. And yeah, also, there's the shadow. It also kind of looks like this mound was dug for the beacon to stand on, which I don't hate. I think it could work. I think I'm going to leave it like this. I'll add a door to it later in the front. But on this note, I believe that I very well can end this video. If I can cut down a lot of slack that I have from building the thing, I hope that this is a very sweet and concise video, unlike the other ones. And we've done a little, just a tiny thingy. There's going to be more, and I'm going to be very happy to see everybody who's here watch until the end, to be there to see it all. And also, another quick note, you could notice that the style for this video is a bit different from the other ones. Just because I wanted to lean into the column aesthetic a bit more. That's that. I've debated whether should I keep the original outro music, dog. And, I don't know if I do. But you do, because you're hearing it right now. I'll see you later. Probably next week. Bye! Finally! For once, during this whole recording, oh, thank you for the rain, all of this has grown. And I've just finished the beacon. I mean the lighthouse. How useful. Only for me to go and take it all back to Oak.